How did this happen?
Thoration.
Where I met you.
Someone get this skeleton an agent, because it has tremendous dramatic timing.
Thor, son of Odin.
Holy shit, that's Clancy Brown. Things just got about 100 times more parallax up in this joint. Also, this is what happens when you open up your superhero cinematic universe to aliens. Shit gets wonky and cartoony in a hurry. Just ask Steppenwolf, who incidentally is also a giant on-fire alien monster.
I cannot die, not until I fulfill my destiny and lay waste to your home.
What a shitty destiny, for him and everyone else. He's like an intergalactic Airbnb nightmare.
Then you have seen Ragnarok, the fall of Asgard.
RAGNAROk credits.
The great prophecy.
Prophecies. Also, great prophecies.
All will suffer. All will burn.
This entire opening scene is villain monologuing done to the extreme.
Knock that tiara off your head and stash it away in Asgard's vault.
Right next to the thing this guy wants needs to combine it with? Are you crazy? Hammer porn, though I'd caution you not to search a real porn website for hammer porn, unless you like smashed dicks and improvised dildos. Why not start with that? Why waste the 25 seconds individually smashing enemies if you can do this? Did he just, like, level up or something? While Thor thoroughly beats Surtur's ass here, I'm wondering what was the point of keeping Thor prisoner? Why not just kill him? Wouldn't that probably be an important step in fulfilling the prophecy? Does Surtur know that Thor will make the right decision to put his horns on the eternal flame later?
See, Odin charged Heimdall with negligence of duty, but he disappeared before the trial.
Goddamn Scourge, do you ever stop expositing? You were literally telling those girls plot stuff before Thor arrived, and now you're telling him plot stuff.
I'm supposed to announce your arrival.
Off, dude. There is no point in jogging to the city to arrive 10 minutes after Thor like you've accomplished something. Also, note to Asgard, invest in intercoms and or radios, or shorter bridges.
I'm sorry about that thing with the Tesseract.
Between this, Eurotrip, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Finding Forrester, and Entourage, I'm thinking Matt Damon has a shot at the Best Collection of Cameos award that doesn't exist.
Do me a favor. Lock this away in the vault so it doesn't turn into a giant monster and destroy the whole planet.
The one thing that can fulfill the prophecy of Surtur changing into Mecha Godzilla is kept in the only place where it can cause harm. This is like if you buried Parallax in the pet cemetery. Also, planet? Planet? At the end of this thing, we will see your entire civilization as a city floating through space on a jagged rock. It's a comet or an asteroid way before it's a fucking planet. The male and female actors behind Thor here are so shitty at faking a conversation, so important you would ignore the first appearance by Thor in years, that I'm wondering if they won a contest to appear in this scene.
You had one job. Just the one?
That's true, but also Thor can fly, which can't really be this guy's fault, can it? If you were worried about Thor returning to Asgard without you knowing it, you should have picked a better herald.
I can't believe you're alive.
It's why, in general, you can never take death seriously in these movies. Big dramatic death scenes turn into parody plays starring Matt Damon.
And you don't have a phone.
No, I don't have a phone, but you could have sent an electronic letter. It's called an email.
While this banter is pretty funny, you've got to think Doctor Strange has ways of communicating that don't involve phones or emails.
Look at this place. It's beautiful.
Wow, Norway looks fake as shit.
No, I've stopped Ragnarok. I put an end to Surtur.
It's already begun. She's coming.
Odin, who is thousands of years old, plays the pronoun game so that Thor has to ask who the hell she is.
Goddess of death. Hela. Your sister.
How does Odin have a daughter that he's kept secret all this time? And while he admitted he screwed up by not telling Thor about her and what she can do, this sounds more like the type of thing where the character of Odin didn't know about her either until the script for this movie was written.
Couldn't stop it, so I imprisoned her.
Isn't that virtually the same thing? What a crazy universe we live in when someone can imprison a person with magic but can't stop that person with the same magic.
We can face her
No,
together.
we won't. I'm on a different path now. This you must face alone.
Well, thanks, Dad. You created this mess by your own admission, and then you waited until you were this close to death to even tell us about it? Goddamn, Space Catwoman is hot. Okay, so if Hela's power is drawn from Asgard, how is she able to do this on Earth? Odin told us her powers would be limitless on Asgard, so how is this not already limitless?
It's not possible.
Why did Hemsworth decide to channel Shatter for this scene? I have it on good authority that this script started out as Maleficent 2, and this is the only thing that survived from the first draft. Two mythical beings will now resort to punching each other while flying through a wormhole. It's what Einstein would have wanted. Movie casually kills a couple of Thor's buddies, and it should be a lot more meaningful to us because of what they mean to Thor, but it simply isn't. Thor crash lands on a planet full of trash, and tell me this isn't the same place where the Transformers found themselves in The Transformers the movie. We're about to hear Dare to be stupid during a fight scene, aren't we? The Purge Ragnarok. Somehow all this misses Thor.
Many apologies, Your Majesty.
It's kind of crazy how little this movie has to do with Ragnarok. It's like a side quest that you'd play in a Thor RPG if you had the time. When we last saw Hela, she was at the Bifrost Gate and had killed 2 people. Now she's deep into the city, surrounded by a giant army of Asgardians. What exactly transpired where she walked from one end of the city to the other and drew this kind of an audience without the army trying to attack her immediately?
I thought you'd be happy to see me.
Maybe give them, I don't know, any kind of proof that you're actually Odin's offspring, and maybe they'll come around. You just said some shit, now you seem shocked no one believed you. What is even the point here? She defeated and banished Thor and Loki with 10% of the effort she's putting forth here, dispatching the generic Asgardian army. Can't she just do something that doesn't make this movie over 2 hours long?
The answer is Sakaar.
It's awfully nice for this planet to have the infrastructure to put prisoners through a virtual Epcot Center ride that gives them all the details they need to know about the planet they're on.
It is the collection point